What's up, everybody? It's funny. I go to set the live stream, and then I go to get some water, and I didn't set the music. And then I go look at the chat, and everyone's like, "Where's the music?" I apologize for that. Hey, everyone. Let's just hope that's the only technical difficulty we have this evening. My name's Protoman. This is the Transformer Slag podcast, Saturday night main event live stream. How we all doing? This is the face of the voice that you hear Monday to Friday. And now it's Saturday and you have to deal with this. I apologize. How we all doing? I hope everyone could hear me okay. Hope everyone could hear me okay, fine. Now I'm all worried and everything. I'm like, uh-oh, is everything okay now? Just because I set the stream and I'm like, oh, I got to get me some water. And then I went upstairs and I guess I didn't check that if the audio was running. Got to give you people some jams while you wait for me. So anyways, how we all doing? So we're going to do the usual. We're going to cover some news. We have a lot of news to cover today. What's up, Larry? We have a lot of news to cover today. And then we'll do some super chats and stuff. Got a little things here and there from stuff in the P.O. box and little something here and there. I just want to give a shout out to, I saw just before we went live, Ronnie Diaz just became one of the YouTube members. So thank you, Ronnie, for joining the Transformer Slag YouTube membership. So thank you for that. Just wanted to give him a shout out. He did it just when we went live. So that's pretty cool. Aside from that, that's more or less it. So let's jump into the news. We'll do all of that stuff, and then we'll take some super chat from the beautiful audience today. Everyone who's slowly piling in slowly. And we'll talk about some stuff I got in the mail. Not much, but this and that. And then we'll just relax for the rest of the evening. Just a chill Saturday night. It's the first decent weather day here in Canada where it's not -0 or like just freezing cold. So happy for that, to say the least. I actually don't have to have the heater on. People don't usually see I have a heater on. That's usually here. So let's rock out with some news. And we're going to start with some micro transformers because a lot of big Micro Machine news just recently dropped and a lot of information. So let's do that, shall we? So I've been talking about this for what feels like, man, I want to say like 4 or 5 weeks now, maybe even more than that, talking about the Micro Machine Transformers and trying to get more information on it. And finally, Wicked Cool Toys, Jazzware, the people who licensed out the Transformer movie brand from Hasbro to do these Micro Machines, did a huge drop of information today in relation of how you're going to get these products and how they're going to be rolled out. So there's going to be a few different kinds of price points and products here. The first one that we're looking at here is their 8-pack. Their 8-packs that they have here essentially are how you're going to get the bulk of a lot of these figures. I'll call them figures, but they're vehicles. The 8-packs looks like they're going to be separated by movie itself. So the first 8-pack that we have here is Transformers 2007. And it comes with an Optimus Prime, a new Camaro Bumblebee, a Solstice Jazz, the Hummer, Ratchet Ambulance. You got Megatron in his Cybertronian jet mode. You got Starscream in the Raptor jet. You got the Blackout helicopter and a Brawl tank. Or Devastator, depending on who you ask. It's Brawl. And it comes also, it says here it's an 11-piece set because it also comes with 2 stands here, 2 little displays that you could put your figures on. One at the, I think it was called the Substance base, where Blackout just totally destroyed everybody. And then you have like the Battle of Chicago from the 2007 movie, or Mission City, depending on who you ask. So you could kind of display your Transformers on these little displays. Considering it looks like it probably only holds 4, and the average Micro Machine set back in the day was 4, kind of is like that. On the bottom of every single one of these Micro Machine Transformers is a little decoder. You take that little decoder that they include with it, and then you could find out if it's an Autobot or Decepticon. Although some of these guys already have Autobot or Decepticon emblems on their person, so not really a big surprise there. But I guess it's kind of a way to throw back to the old tech specs back in the day, when you had to have a little red decoder and put it over it to see what their power readouts were. So it's kind of trying to channel that old school tech spec kind of gimmick. So that's the first set. This first set here, again, based on the 2007 movie, eight vehicles. MSRP, according to this, which will be both in Walmart and Target, $21.99, which, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that does seem a little pricey. I don't know. I haven't bought any of the new Micro Machine stuff yet, so I don't really have a gauge on the value. I'm going to assume that, because the new Micro Machines, I believe they come in 3 packs or 5 packs, and this one comes with 8, and it comes with the decoder, and it comes with the 2 different plastic stands, and I'm going to assume it's cardboard, the background's there. So I don't really know if that's a good price or not. I'm going to say it's a little pricey, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the post-inflation price. And the reason why I say post-inflation, because the ship-out date here that they have listed here is April 14th to the 29th is when they should be arriving in both Walmart and Target. So, I don't know, that's just my take. It does seem like it's a little much. I mean, I am excited about these, but that does seem a little pricey, and that's $21.99 USD. For my friends up north, my fellow Canadians, it's probably going to be a lot more. I'm going to assume 35. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's the first set. The second set we have is Revenge of the Fallen. So Revenge of the Fallen actually answers a lot of questions that we had about where some of those leaked vehicles that we saw online. So there's a dusty Optimus Prime there, clearly like Optimus Prime in Egypt when he was about to attack the Fallen and everything. We got the new Camaro Bumblebee, but it's different from the other one. And the other one, this one has like a different hood, it has a painted in spoiler. It's a little different. The little details are there a little. It's kind of hard to see it. Actually, I have another screen that'll show the differences, and then you can compare it. But so you got the new Camaro Bumblebee 2009 there. You got the Corvette Sideswipe. You got the Blackbird Jetfire. You got the new Megatron tank Cybertronian. You got the tattooed Cybertronian tattooed F-22 Raptor Starscream. And then you got 2 of the 3 RC triplets. You got RC and you got Elita 1. I'm pretty sure they're going to figure out some way to have Chromia somewhere. Maybe it'll be an exclusive. And again, you got 2 backgrounds here of 2 battle scenes for the movie. So, and it's the same thing. It's also going to be $21.99 and is also going to be showing up April 14th to the 29th in all stores, Target, Walmart, probably Toys R Us. Toys R Us in Canada also carries the Micro Machine brand. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, maybe it's just me, a little expensive. Now we also got some new, more high-res images of that Bumblebee action playset, as well as how its packaging is going to look, and some more higher res images and all the little gimmicks and stuff, explaining also that, you know, it has that little decoder thing on the playset so you could find out the factions of your characters, more specifically the Infiltrator, which is the exclusive Barricade in this set. You can only get Barricade via this gigantic set. And so, you know, we've talked about this one in the past already, so there's not much we need to say again, but all we do know is, again, it's going to be showing up in Target and Walmart. This one's going to be $37.99, which that one's not too bad, considering it's a big play set and it transforms into a giant base and everything. And it comes with an exclusive little, you know, Barricade, so can't hate them on that. Looks pretty cool, though. I'm a sucker for play sets. Kind of reminds me of the old Micro Machine Super Van back in the day in the 80s and 90s. So this one's going to be a lot easier on the wallet, in my opinion. I feel a little more bang for your buck. But looks really cool otherwise. This one, the listing date that they have here, according to Target and Walmart, is April 18th to May 4th. Not May the 4th be with you, but just May 4th. So probably these are going to be showing up after the fact. Some people told me already on Amazon the pre-orders are up. So if you want to go on Amazon.com and pre-order this, if you're worried about not being able to find it in stores, or alternatively, you know, if your Walmart just has absolutely terrible restock, this might be your better chance. Check Amazon, and that'll be that. We got a super chat from Downright Superb. Thank you, Downright Superb, for the super chat, and welcome to the party. He says, will we get a G1 trailer playset in the future? From what it seems like, although there is a contradiction, which I'll bring up in a moment, from what it seems like, a lot of the stuff is really movie related, but there is a lot of movie related stuff that kind of has a G1 flavor to it, and I'll get into that in a moment. But I don't think we're going to get anything that's completely G1 related. I mean, let me just reach over and grab something here. And I ain't talking about you know what. Where is it? There it is. Last week I got these. Jada did their Nano movie stuff. This was in 2019. This was the only one I was able to find in Canada with all the different French packaging on the back and stuff. And I've had this for about a couple of years now, and I was never able to find this. This was thanks to Space Ghostal. He found this for me locally in his area. And I guess they're doing another set of these that's going to come with Hot Rod and Sideswipe, and I think Jetfire was supposed to be part of it, but they got rid of Jetfire. No, I think Jetfire is still part of it. I have to remember. Anyway, so this second, I think that Jada has the G1 micro stuff, and then this is going to be with Jazzware and Wicked Cool Toys is going to deal with the movie related stuff. But there is going to be movie-related stuff that has kind of a G1 flair, and that gets into the checklist now, which is this. So here's what we know thus far that exists of all of this stuff. You have all the 8 packs on the left there, the 2 of them for Movie and Revenge of the Fallen. You have on the right side, you have the exclusive Barricade that we're going to get in that Bumblebee set. And then the 6 that we have here are the blind pack stuff. So we have the clear Optimus Prime, the desert dusted Megatron, which I guess is to be a companion piece to the desert dusted 8-pack Optimus. We got a G1 colored Starscream, which again, there is some kind of G1 flavor here, but like I said in the individual segment about this a couple of days ago, it's still the it's the F-22 Raptor movie Starscream just done in G1 colors. You could argue that it's the Target exclusive G1 colored Starscream that we got many years ago. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could look at it, but if you look at the fine details, it's still just movie Starscream in the G1 colors. We have a Cliff Jumper that's going to be coming also, that's going to be part of those blind packs, and then we still don't have the images of it yet, but a Nemesis Prime, probably a Black Optimus, and a Sideswipe that'll probably be in a different color scheme than what we have on the left there. Maybe blue steel Sideswipe with the light blue. Maybe, the red colors to be G1, but then that would make it Movie Swerve. That was a red repaint of Sideswipe. It's very confusing. But those are out there too at some point. Those are supposedly out there now. People have been finding them online. And here's how the sets look. Here's the codes. I'll flash it on the screen for you guys if you want to be able to ID those. Those are going to be MSRP $8.99, the blind packs. That's how the packaging looks on the top left there. Here's a better look at it also, and where the codes will be located on the bottom, just so you guys know, because this stuff is going to be showing up very soon. So sharing it all now to keep it fresh in your mind. If you want to tag it and bag it, get it in your collection. Horndow says the backdrops there are plastic and snap into the base there. Okay, so they're plastic. That's good to know, at least it's not cardboard. I guess that's being based on some of the previous stuff. We also got David Cabal here. What's up, Protoman and TFM? What's up, David? And Lizard Sphere X says, shout out to my Super Van bros. Now we all need is an attack pack and I'll be happy. Oh, I wish it's some attack pack. Blame Mattel for that one and just using the attack pack trademark on Hot Wheels toys and not doing anything with it. Although technically attack pack was part of Hot Wheels, but it was kind of its own thing. But anyways, guys, so yeah, this stuff is out there. Again, if you're looking for it, most of it's going to show up in mid-April. Supposedly the blind pack stuff is out there right now in Target. But keep an eye out for that if you are interested. Some of it seems a little pricey, but maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, my cheap Canadian dollars, like I showed last week, Only got $1 million Canadian to spend, so it's not real, by the way. So we'll see what happens. Next up, in terms of more non-transforming Transformer product, which I'm sure a lot of people are excited about just based on the views of the individual segments. That really shows how some people just don't care. Let's talk about Mini-Mates. So Mini-Mates, which is done through Diamond Toys or Diamond Distribution Toys. Originally was done through Art Asylum. Mini-Mates was around since 2001. I love Mini-Mates personally. I have a whole bunch of them from different kinds of franchises, whether it be Street Fighter or Marvel stuff. I even have some Watchmen ones from a while back. And yeah, hey, now they're doing a wave 3 of Mini-Mates, and this time it's going to go with a movie flavor. So we're going to get a RC, a King Starscream, a Jazz, and a Galvatron. Keep in mind, guys, every time Mini-Mates shows these images, it's always hand-painted prototypes, and they always look nothing like the final product, which, I mean, is kind of a good and a bad thing. A good thing in the sense that I hope that RC has a better helmet to eyeball ratio than that prototype there. But also, sadly, because the actual figures, in my opinion, are actually kind of worse than the hand-painted prototypes, but I'll get into that in a moment. This is planned to come out in fall of 2022. The Wave 1 set is already out right now in stores. Wave 2, which I'll show images of that afterwards, and the checklist is not out yet. We haven't seen what the in-hand images look like, just some broken prototypes at Toy Fair. This is going to be a 4-pack for $29.99, which comes to about $7.50 a figure, which isn't too bad considering Lego minifigs are about $5. And these ones have way more articulation than Lego minifigs. They have interchangeable parts, sometimes interchangeable faceplates, and way more articulation, and are slightly taller too. I'd have to say they're about half an inch taller, and a lot more paint. So I do feel that these are better than Lego minifigs, even though some of the Lego community might argue otherwise. But not too bad. But I'm just not a fan of really what the final product looks like in the end. I'll get into that in a moment. On the right there, we also have from Diamond Toys. They're doing a statue. Celebrate the 86 movie. They're doing a movie Galvatron toy. 1,000 made. Limited edition. $300. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't really care about that. I have a bunch of Transformer statues, but I got them all on clearance. Because when statues go on clearance, man, nobody cares. But what I was talking about before about how a lot of times this stuff doesn't look like the final product is because here's Wave 1 that we do have released right now. On the left was what was shown to us. That was the stock images, much like what I just showed you of Wave 3. The image in the center is how it was shown on the back of the packaging, and the front there on the right is what the actual items look like. For some weird reason, the final product had a metallic sheen on it. I'm not a fan of it personally. I don't think it looks nice. It makes Bumblebee look like G2 Bumblebee or Goldbug. I don't know. It just looks weird. I think they should have stuck with the more matte kind of cartoony look that matches, dare I say, the cartoon. So, and there hasn't been an alternative. Like, it's not like there's a variant of these out there and you can get the more accurate colors afterwards. This is all that's available for Wave 1. And we don't know what Wave 2 looks like yet in person. But I really hope that they don't do the same thing, because Wave 2 is going to be Megatron, Soundwave, Grimlock, and Blaster. And if they do a metallic sheen on those also, that'll also look kind of eh. And if they don't do a metallic sheen, then it's not going to really match Wave 1. So either way, there's going to be some people are not going to be happy. And then you got Wave 3 there. So we'll see what happens with these. Again, all these sets, Wave 1, 2, and 3, are $22.99. They come on a blister card, which is kind of a shame because the G.I. Joe ones, for the same price, come on in a nice like box that homages the G.I. Joe issue #1 from Marvel. So I don't know. I feel like Mini-Mates in a lot of ways, despite all the stuff that I love about them, they're kind of fumbling the ball when it comes to the Transformer IP. Maybe they'll fix things up and they'll make it better later on. Maybe, but. I don't know, just not feeling it. Just not feeling it this time around. It's kind of a shame because they make some really good stuff. They really do. Next up, we got some images kind of confirming a little bit now where this figure belongs. Let's talk about Silver Streak, aka Blue Streak. Earlier this week, an individual bought a whole bunch of cases